And welcome. It's me, Nikki D, bringing you a little bit of Voyagers of Nera. We're going to take a little bit of early game exploration, kind of see the tools we're going to be going through, the path that they're going to have us take, and just some of the little bits and pieces. Going to try and not make it try not to make it very spoilery, so I won't be getting into the lore or the story components. I will show you where you could go and look for some of it, but we're not going to read it. We will save that for the lives when you see me streaming this live on Twitch on September 16th during the launch, because we are in early access. I want to also say thank you to the developers of the game, Treehouse Studios, for giving me early access to a key so I can get in here, make some tutorials, get some play in, and know exactly what we are looking at, because although I did the play test, I haven't done it all. And on purpose, I haven't done it all. So I could have some first reactions as well with you guys as you guys are playing. So, that being said, it is time to take a look and see what we have. Now, this starting area is a little bit different than when I had started and was playing in the playtest. These statues, you see the E for interact, they're going to have story behind it, they're going to have lore, they're going to have all the little tidbitties. I will let you guys read that. I'm going to double check, see what, because I was playing around with my graphics earlier, so I just wanted to make sure in an earlier video, I want to make sure I still had my medium graphics on, because I prefer to play in medium. And can we just take the amount of change that has happened in this start point is amazing. Now you guys are going to be excited. You guys are going to want to run through. Make sure you read all the things. Eat open. Let's do it. Let's start our journey. Oh my goodness. We glow when we open that too now. Oh my goodness. I love that for us. Okay. I'll give some hints and tips and tricks on what to kind of look at the beginning. Oh my goodness. Let me just take this in for a minute. Oh. The great game developers are quite excellent in giving us little hints and tricks as part of the tutorial, which is fabulous. But let me just take a quick... This is all ours to see, explore, build upon. You see it with your eyes, you can get there, and then so much further. I'm going to take a quick look at the map. Just quick. Like, here's the embrace. Here's the reef. Here's the Great Woods. I'm excited. In true fashion, I must, even though I don't have to, shift and press spacebar to jump. Shift to sprint, spacebar to jump. And this is so satisfying. It's, you gotta do it. And jump. Oh my God. So satisfying. Okay. So here, it tells you here, C to dive. Easy peasy. But take a moment and see, there are resources to be collected in here. Yes, you can come back, but everything respawns so quickly. Might as well take advantage and get used to the diving, because a lot of the game is underwater. And I love that for us. Not only that, this is a lot of your early food to help keep it so you're surviving and not dying or not being encumbered and no stamina and all the things, because food matters. Oh, I'm gonna die. See, look. It gives you some time. But I have barely started. I'm already dying because I'm just like, okay, let's go. So I grabbed what I could over here. We're gonna go. So it gives you some time. If your oxygen runs out, is going to run out, it does give you some time before you're dying. You're not instantly dead. Which is very kind. What I'm going to do, I'm going to eat some of this. See if that helps. Okay. Also, over here. Mushrooms. Early food. Let's go. Go to the back. And I also pick up any little loose stones and stuff like that that I find along the way. It says armed attack, control to dodge. I probably might die because I don't have full health because I was too busy collecting. And we got our bad guys coming. And you normally will see when they're gonna strike. You can dodge out of it pretty easily if you're not me. Got through it. So dodge. If you just hit control, you'll dodge backwards. If you're moving forward, you will dodge forwards. Helpful. And then you just run and pick up your little bags of goodies. Now here's our little friend. Oh, so cute. So cute. And along the way, if there are photos you want to take, press P. And it'll take a screenshot without the UI on it. So that way you can have some cute little pictures and memories of your adventures. So we're going to save our little spirit guide here after getting all the monsters. And he is giving us some knowledge unlocked. So we're going to collect that. And then it says new knowledge tree, hit K, and we're going to be able to unlock all of these. Majority of the way you can unlock as you go. You might want to save some as you get further down. Just count how many you've collected and kind of see the way you want to go with your knowledge tree. I typically try and unlock everything that I need versus like the furniture and stuff, but you might like decorating, so you might want to unlock all of the furniture items and storage items before, say, doing the boat repair kit, if it comes down to a choice down the road. So if there's rocks to be had, I'm typically going over and grabbing them because we're going to always need rocks. We're going to always need wood, especially early game. We're gonna need lots. Again, here's another little spot to read. We are not going to read that. I will leave it for you guys to read and explore in the game. I don't want to be too spoilery here. Here's more mushrooms. I hit E. Sometimes when I walk around, I'll be walking around, I'll just keep hitting E as I look at stuff. And that's how you kind of keep moving while collecting things. And you'll see, like, it's kind of like interesting to do it when you get out there, because there's lots of resources to collect. Yeah. So we're gonna hold this. We're gonna grab our ancient fragment. These things we're gonna need lots of as well. So as you find them, grab them. You're gonna need them. World of Nera is yours to explore. Press M to open your map. So when I come out, I'm usually, here we go. I'm grabbing, you can grab, there's the fibers. That helps with the thread, helps with bandages, and mainly. I use it mainly for the thread and the bandages, so I'm usually collecting them all. There are coconuts for food and sticks laying on the ground as well to collect to be making your first set of weapons and your crafting table and stuff like that. There's our berry bush. There's some more food. See, it says you are famished, you need to be eating. And hot tip, cooked food will always work out better for you than not cooked food. It will just last longer and it does more for you. Okay, and then pick up the stick. Everything respawns quite quickly. So if you're in a big party of 10, don't worry. There's going to be a lot of resources for everybody. So you might want to assign a couple people to just kind of run around and do a lot of the resource gathering and such. So we pick up these stones and the path right beside on the, I'll show you right there. It looks better there. Oh, look at that scenery. So anyways, on the right side of the screen is the path. It tells you kind of where to go, how to get there, what you need to do next, like a little quest line without being too questy. It's just your little gentle nudge from the developers to say, hey, like, let's start working on these things to help you progress, because this is such a vast map to explore, and I've done it where I have gone off the beaten path and been like, what do I do now? So having the path beside us and access to it is so helpful to keep people like me on track. So wood, stone, you're gonna need early game for sure, so you're never gonna have too much. You will be encumbered quite often early game as you are trying to gather all the resources and get things built. You will be able to build some storage fairly quickly, so by the time you are ready to go off and explore, you should have the ability to have at least a smaller storage chest, the smaller storage chest to put dump your stuff in and then go exploring. So it wants you to craft a workbench, and here there is no, like, where you want to build it is where you choose to build it. You can build on the water, you can build on the land, you can get creative and build off the rocks. You can go deep back into here and build a whole village. You can be as creative as you want with the building. It is literally blueprint style building, and I'll show you that in a second. So this is blueprint building. You get to see where it is before you can build it. You can do instant build if you hit Alt. If you want to kind of take a look, see where things are first, you can definitely just use the blueprint. I'm gonna do that. And then there we go. We got our spirit anchor built. And it wants you to empower it to awaken it. And then to empower it, it has different levels of sanctuary power. And you need to collect the items to get it. We do have that. So we're going to awaken it, and then it shows you what your next set. And see, because I had grabbed those from under the water, I already have those for my next set. I just need to find a few more of our friends here, as well as some ancient fragments that we'll find as we're exploring about. And oh my gosh, he is so cute. I just love our little spirit anchor. Oh, just pure adorableness. And again, you can put it, and it kind of gives you an outline. I'm not sure where typically there's an outline. And let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, I already got the ability to build. Okay. Let me see if we can get the... See, and it kind of shows you an outline. You can build outside of that outline, but this is your sanctuary line, and it kind of shows you the protection. Bad little mobs are not going to get you in here. They're not going to spawn in here. So this is kind of your area where you know the little critters are not going to spawn to get you. So it's your quite your safe little area here. So this is a framing, and you use, let's cancel it. Let's get the frame out. So you use the left mouse button to place it, scroll wheel to rotate it, and then you can cancel. And you can also hit the control button so you're not stuck by the guide rulers. You place it, and then you can lift up and down to make it up higher or lower depending on what you would like. And then you have the blueprint, and then it tells you exactly how much you need for the wood frame. And then you can go in and you build the walls if you are wanting walls and stuff like that as well. We're going to keep following the path because here I am again going off the beaten path. We need to craft a workbench before I have no materials left. We're going to get some of these basics out of the way. There's our workbench. I'm not too concerned on where I'm placing things right now because we can move items around. So we want to use the workbench and get a stone axe and a stone pick made. We are needing more stone and more wood to get those made. So we're just going to run around, especially around the trees and the rocks, and get those little loose things. There we go. We can craft that, and then we need more wood and stone to craft the other one. We are cold, so that's going to slow us down a little bit. And there's another one we can read. I'll leave that to you guys. So when you play survival crafting games, are you all about the building or are you all about the adventuring? I think I'm a little bit of both. There we go. There's another one to read. Here. Oh my gosh, look at our little guy that we saved from those big bad dudes. Just hanging there on our spear anchor. He's just chilling. There we go. So we can craft that. We're gonna craft a bunch of our twine. I keep calling it string, but it's twine. It's twine. Because that will be helpful when we need to make our things, and we need to start cutting down trees so we can get our reason to do that. I like to kind of organize my stuff a little bit. So, little hot tip, unless they've fixed it, I pick those up. Sometimes you can do multiple trees at the same time. I kind of get in between the trees, and off I go. There we go. Are all three gonna go down at the same time? There we go. Without taking any more stamina than it would to just do one tree. So our wood that we get here, we're gonna need pretty much, I think, all throughout from what I was seeing from the playtest. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you are further in, are we going to need, if when we get to Great Forest over there, are we going to be needing regular wood like we do for the crafting? We'll find out. We'll have to see. Okay. So we are going to smash some boulders too now. That's what it wants us to do. Follow the path. Don't be me. Follow the path. And things will be so much easier for you. And it'll make so much more sense. I am so squirrely. Okay. See, my pockets are heavy. Oh, he's having a little. Oh my goodness. He's up on the. Oh, he's doing. Oh, I love that. Oh. Okay. Feeling hungry because I need to cook food. Make a campfire and cook meals at a campfire. So let's get our campfire made. Now that it's telling us to. We're gonna build it. Got it built. And then we're gonna make some meals. So each of the different meals has different details. Some for health, stamina, and oxygen, so it helps with swimming. So some stats are more helpful and better than others. So you just kind of look at the stats and see what you're going to be doing, what you're going to be needing. Like if you're going to go do a lot of combat, then obviously you're going to do some roasted fish because it has high in max health and some stamina. And then like when we get into the corruption areas and stuff like that. And then here's some other ones where you're going to want more stamina. So yeah, we have something for everything. And then cold resistance, so you're not slowed down in the coldness when we're outside in the nighttime. Yeah, so take a look, think about what you're going to be doing next, and cook and prepare for it. So you're going to be preparing for each of your adventures, which is fabulous. They really have that foresight, being like, okay, I'm gonna go down into the ruins, which is underwater, so I'm gonna need more oxygen and stamina, so I'm gonna make sure I have roasted seaweed, and I'm gonna be fighting a construct, so I'm gonna add some roasted fish. So it really gets you thinking on what you're gonna do next and what you're gonna want to have with you to eat along the way. Just saying. Now I need to make some food because apparently that's the thing. You can click on it if you have multiple fruits and to be able to make what you need. I usually just max things out because I'm always grabbing. Stuff because I'm a little loot goblin. All right, let's get our second meal cooked. And there we go. It wants to build a bedroll. There we go. Gonna build it. We need to put a roof on. And then we are going to need to put floor on. There we go. And let's get our bedroll made. Bedroll. Oh, one piece of wood short. I was doing good there. Craft bandages. Get 10 crafted. Let's get our other food. And it wants us to defeat 2 enemies. So wait a second. Let's see what other knowledge points. So whenever you see that, check it out. Don't ignore it. This is where we're going to get our repair station, our storage, our spear, which we're going to need to fight anything in the water, and our torch, bone nails, and our shield as well. Then we're gonna have our cargo skiff that's gonna get us moving along adventuring. And then what's this one? That's decorative items. So I'll unlock those next time. And craft that. Craft that. Oh, did I just craft just arrows? Yes, I did. Okay, that's food stuff. This will be this kind of stuff. Oh, wait. It's food, but also other. This gets used for a few things. So, be collecting it. And then I will use that for this kind of stuff. We are there. Let's go find some enemies. So, you can do this. Find a spirit. Hit G to find your spirit, and it will give a question mark. Also, it will... Oh my gosh, so cute. It will signify, if you see right there, see that swirly thing? That means there is a spirit that is in that area. Whether it needs to be saved or not saved, there's a spirit in the area, and you need to go check it out because you want your spirit. Okay, see little dude right there? He's all hunched over. Yeah, you don't always, typically you will see the little lighty things that the enemies will come out of. But if you don't see them, because some graphics, you might not be able to see them on some graphic settings, or in other areas you might not see them. But just a telltale sign of enemies around is our little dude is going to be hunched over. He's hiding. He's like, oh no, come save me. I'm scared. So that's just a telltale sign that there's going to be mobs coming at you if you do not see these or haven't noticed. See, he's like, oh, help me, help me, help me, help me. And we don't have any. The game is as challenging as it needs to be, and it's actually me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the issue, you see. Oh, there's no worry there. It's just me. I think I can take hits, but I can't. And I don't like dodging. So. I have a hard time with my left hand, so to be fair. Oh, this one's a late bloomer. There we go. That was a little bit better. And pick up my stuff, and here's my other little spirit guide. And let's grab him. Hi, spirit guide. Hello. And I got my lightning shot. Once collected, this major new ability can be equipped at the spirit anchor. So let's go back to the spirit anchor. We're going to equip some things. I'm so excited to show you guys the different things. And then as you can see, our little swirly thing is gone. Totally forgot about our little spirit friends. So now we got 2. And we'll need to collect more of these, but they need to be on us. That's why it's showing. We got it. We got some of this stuff. Select abilities. So we have our companions. Each one helps in different ways. But they're super adorable. We got our companions. that are abilities, and then there will be minor abilities to be unlocked as you grab and move and progress through. Spirit companion will appear around you after selecting it. Major abilities are powerful abilities that can be activated or triggered. Minor abilities are passive bonuses. Read all the little question marks. It explains a lot. So I usually pick. That's the guy. That's the guy I usually pick. Let's see. Who else? Maybe we'll do the blue. Let's do our little swimmy blue guy today. So cute. Okay. To end off, here are just some quick tips that I didn't get to in this video. If it's shiny and it lets you pick it up, pick it up. Look it into it. If it's a chest. Make sure you eat. Eating is crucial. Loot everything. And cooked food is better than eating it raw. It lasts longer. So make sure you cook your food and pick it up out of the fire before you're adventuring. Each thing has its strengths, which it's a little bit better in than something else. So make sure you grab the food that's going to help you out when you're out adventuring. Follow the path. Don't be me. Don't go off into the unknown of what am I to do and then get frustrated when you don't know what to do. Follow the path. And yeah. So, until next time, bye.